Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, and today I'll be reading a Scaramouche Executioner by me. So let's get into it. Scaramouche was certainly a strange person. That was something that was kind of attractive about him. But not all the time. Sometimes he was just simply weird. Or completely, well, not easy to understand. You didn't really get him most of the time. But you loved him. Even those quirks about him and his weird personality. It was all part of the package and part of the person that you fell in love with. And of course, you accepted them because you didn't know how to go about them. However, it seemed like you had hit the nail right on the head this time because Scaramouche looked head over heels for you. It all started when you were out with your friend and you had spotted a lacy dress with some patterns. It almost looked like a laundry thing, and that's why you precisely didn't want to get it. But she insisted, telling you that Scaramouche would be head over heels for you, that it would make you look more hot and all. And though you were not convinced, she got it. She even bought it for you. So it looked like you didn't have much of a choice now, as you stared at the dress that you were actually going to wear. It was a little bit too revealing, a little bit too inappropriate, but just the right thing for the job. You wanted Scaramouche to look at you, because lately, you have been craving more of his touch, more of his love, and you couldn't do this anymore. You just wanted him, in any way, every way. So it was not easy, and you wanted something to get things going. So you started to put on a dress, looking in the mirror, fixing your hair, and putting on any makeup if you needed it. So, once you felt like you were ready, you got out of your room, and poor Scaramouche, with his little heart and big eyes, was staring at you as soon as you walked right out of the door. He was staring, like full on staring, unabashedly. He couldn't hide it. It was not easy to hide. When you looked so stunning and so surprising to him. He had never seen you looking like this. And it was an eye-opening experience for sure. You just went on out and about, acting like you didn't notice him, and doing whatever you wanted in the house. Reading a book, sorting out the table, and going to the kitchen to see if the food was done cooking. Meanwhile, Scaramouche's eyes were about to burn a hole into your dress from how much he was staring. You could feel it, just how much he was staring at you, how he was not blinking or looking away. And it stayed the same. So you turned towards him, tilting your head in fond innocence. Scara, is something the matter? He shakes his head, clearing his throat. But the way he looks at you, so hungry and full of desire, it tells you the truth, and it's all right there in his eyes. So you walk towards him, putting a hand on your hip. Please, just tell me what's going on. You look like you're going to eat me here. And that's when he starts being a little bit truthful, looking you in the eyes. You know, Ion, I wouldn't mind leaving dinner and eating you instead. And you blush greatly. Maybe you were expecting things to take a turn, but not that fast. Whoa, Scaramouche, slow down. Aren't you a little bit too excited? He nods. And that's when he knew there was no way you were going to take a step back from the situation. You had brought yourself here, and this was a consequence. A very beautiful one, might you say. He got up and walked towards you, slowly, his eyes staring and catching on to every little detail of the dress, of your body, the way it made you look like a princess, right out of a fairy tale. And as soon as he was in front of you, he gently wrapped his arms around you, one hand sneaking towards your lower back, lower and lower, and then the other took its place in your hair, scratching at it gently as you leaned in for a kiss. His eyes closed and you found yourself sighing softly into the kiss as you proceeded to deepen it, holding your body closer and closer until the two of you were pressed into each other like you were molding into one. Skara. Oh, hush now. There's a lot I want to do. He shuts you up with another kiss, and then began to take the sleeve of your dress, pushing it a bit to the side so you can see your shoulder, peppering soft kisses to it, and giving it a soft bite. Nothing enough to leave a bruise, but it's there, a warning of sorts, and it tells you everything that was going to happen. Kisses trail down your neck, bites that were going to leave marks for days. He was a little bit extreme that night, and your dinner got a little bit burned. However, Scaramouche felt full just having you alright, so there was definitely no waste for him. Either way, it was one exciting day, and Scaramouche got a little bit bolder ever since. So maybe you really owe it to your friend for that one. If anything, Scaramouche loved the dress on you. The way the lace felt on your skin. The way you looked like and felt against him. And all of that allowed him to discover some things in himself as well. And the next morning, since you're a little bit drained from what happened, and the way he stayed up with you all night, kissing you and spelling you in all the ways, he made you breakfast, decided to be a gentleman, and make sure you had a really nice morning. After all, he was the reason that you were exhausted, so it was the least that he could do to make up for it. And actually, what you didn't know about this, he was the one who told your friend to pick that dress. He had seen it a while ago, and felt too shy to actually buy it for you. So, since he knew your friend, he told her to take you to that shop and buy the dress. He paid for it out of his own money, and he knew that this plan would work really well. So, maybe you were the one who was tricked. He needed you just as much as you needed him. And it all worked out in the end.